Okay. Hello, hello. I am going to take just a few minutes to get set up in hopes that some people will join me today. So if you pop on, say hello. And let's see, I think it might work that way. Yeah, if you pop on before I get started, say hello. I'm very, very excited to do my first YouTube live. I think I'm going to like this better because I can go horizontal with my phone instead of having to go vertical. So I give it about maybe 1 to 2 more minutes and we'll get going. I have 4 super adorable cards to make with you tonight, and I think that you are going to love them. This is my Wednesday card class to go. Make sure I have everything I need before I get started too. All my card pieces, my stamps, my inks. I think I have everything ready to go. I'm going to give it about 1 more minute and then I will go ahead and get started. Oops, sorry. I'm just trying to straighten my phone out here. I feel like I'm a little bit crooked. I guess it'd just be easier to straighten my paper. Okay, all right, about 20 seconds and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm super, super excited for this class. Oh, my light came on. Well, my light fell off, so until I can figure out how to fix it, we'll just have to make do that way. I don't think I need, well, that does make it a little brighter. All right, friends, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Hello, my crafty friends. It is Nicole here from Sugar and Scraps Stamping. This is my Wednesday card class to go. And tonight I am creating with the Ice Cream Swirl stamp set and dies. I don't have the dies with me because I've already pre-cut everything that I need for this evening. So, we won't do any die cutting, but we are going to do some stamping with this adorable, adorable set. I do have 4 cute, cute cards to make. And I think you're really going to enjoy them. The card kits can be yours if you choose to place a order in my online store, which that link is in the description. It is a $40 or more order before tax and shipping, and I'm going to send you everything you need to make the 4 cards that I'm showing you tonight, except for stamps and ink. You'll have to provide that on your own, but you'll get all the pre-cut paper pieces and the little ribbon bits. If you place a $50 order or more, I'm going to throw in a package of the rainbow adhesive back dots, because that's what I am using on all of the cards tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. So here are our cards that we'll be making this evening. And I don't know what I got on that, something sticky. And I picked it up and ink smudged on it. But these are the 4 cards we're going to be making. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So as usual, I have everything pre-cut, pre-scored, all of that goodness. And we are going to start with our first card, which uses a lemon lolly card base, and it is just our standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded in half at 4¼ inches. Give me 1 second, I gotta take a toy away from my dog. She loves it, but it makes so much noise. All right, so we have a piece of Flirty Flamingo and Basic White, and I'm going to put those together and put those on our card base. And I didn't think to bring out an adhesive refill, so I'm hoping that I have enough to get through tonight. Okay. There is our card base. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So, oh goodness, I have to go grab 2 ink pads. Okay, so I'm going to bring in pumpkin pie, Flirty Flamingo, and Poppy Parade inks. Oh, and I just stuck my thumb in the ink pad. Sorry, it'll wash out. Okay. So starting with Flirty Flamingo, I am going to stamp this cute little sprinkle stamp all over. And of course, with this, there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no science to it. It's just however you want to do it, really. Stamp a little clean. And we're going to go with pumpkin pie next, and I won't use this whole thing. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And then we're gonna go in with Poppy Parade next. And I just realized I messed up. So I needed to glue these on to our white piece before I put it on the card. And I didn't. So we're gonna have to improvise on this card. All right, I'm gonna leave my Poppy Parade out because we are gonna stamp onto that. And got my ice cream piece. Let's get my ice cream stamp. In a second also. Okay, so our next step, we're gonna stamp this ice cream swirl on our die cut ice cream piece. And then we are just going to color it in using some Stampin' Blends. And the only thing is, I have 3 of the 4 colors I need for Stampin' Blends. So our 4th color is going to be just a regular Stampin' Write marker. But I'll show you that in just a second. And then let me close this up. Okay, so I'm going to use Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Flirty Flamingo, and of course Poppy Parade. I'm going to start with my Poppy Parade because it is my darkest color. And I'm going to fill in the swirls that I want to have this color. I still can't believe that 1, we are at the end of June already, and that 2, I have not used this stamp set before now. The first time I opened it and used it was Monday night when I did my Make With Me Monday. Okay, there's my Poppy Parade. It's kind of like a rainbow sherbet. And I think I'm gonna try my light pumpkin pie. Let's see what that looks like first. Kind of also reminds me of like a puff of cotton candy, and I should have done a cotton candy card. That would have been fun. All right, now I'm gonna come in with I'm gonna do Flirty Flamingo next. And we're gonna use the dark Flirty Flamingo for this one. I'm gonna fill in big swirl. The brush tip of my Flirty Flamingo marker is messed up. And then we're going to do one at the bottom. Love these alcohol markers because I feel like they don't leave streaks. Like if you look at the difference between the orange and the pink compared to the poppy, you can see the poppy is all streaky. All right, and then I'm going to come in with my dark Daffodil Delight. I'm going to fill in those last two spots there. Oh no, I should have used Lemon Lolly. Oh well, too late. Lemon Lolly would have worked better, but that is okay. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to brush a little bit of my Wink of Stella. Whoops. I always squeeze it too hard and then it makes it too wet. Okay, so we got a little bit of shimmer there. I'm going to set this aside to dry. We're going to do our cone next. And so again, I have die cut everything. So I've got my ice cream cone pre-cut and we're just going to stamp on it. Normally I would stamp first and then die cut. However, this set is photopolymer, so you can see through it. So you can line up your stamp on your die cut pieces a whole lot easier. How cute is that? My cone is crumb cake, and I used pecan pie ink for that. All right, let's go ahead and, like I said, now we have to improvise our card a little bit because I should have glued it just on the white and then glued the rest of it together, and I did not do that. So I'm gonna see if I can do this. Okay. Let's start with our orange. Flip that over. Okay. I guess we're going the whole way across the card since I messed up. But it's not terrible, I suppose. All right. All it's left to do is assemble our cone and add our greeting. So I'm going to start by putting my ice cream cone on. Okay, and then I had pre-stamped some Make-A-Wish pieces here so that I can just snip them apart. I'll do yellow for make. We'll do the red A. And then I guess we're doing orange for wish. Okay. Alright, and then I just put each of these on with a Stampin' Dimensional. I did cut my A a little bit smaller than on my original card, so I am going to cut just a piece of a dimensional. We had some storms today, and I had hoped it was going to cool us down a little bit, but it only made us worse. It reminds me of when I lived in Florida. Alright, so we've got make. How fun. And I'm going to bring in my adhesive back dots here. And we are going to put a few of these on. I think on my original one I used the light orange. I'm going to go, I moved my cone over further this time, so I'm going to switch my sides here. Oh no. I need to find my take your pick tool so that I can get back to using that for my smaller things like this, because I have a ton of trouble getting there we go. Lovely. And there we have it, our first card. Show side by side. I think I like it with the blends better. This next one I think is my absolute favorite. It is using a designer series paper that is not in the current catalog, but you still can get it on the clearance rack. It is called Dandy Designs, It's a huge pack of 12 by 12 paper. I don't remember how much comes in it, but it is a ton of paper. All right, so we have a balmy blue card base. And then we have, let's see, those are my bits and pieces. Okay, so our pattern paper is going to go onto a piece of Granny Apple Green. Oh boy, that's going to make a sticky mess on my paper. Okay, and then this is going to go right on the front of my card. And you'll notice that my edge is a little shorter than it should be. And that is so we can get this other pretty piece of paper on the edge. So to the inside, we're going to put our white layer. And then our purple strip is going to go right to the edge, but I left a slight border. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can change it up however you need to work for you or your needs. All right, we are going to use Calypso Coral, and we are going to use, that's not Calypso Coral, we're going to use Coastal Cabana, and we're going to use Pecan Pie again. Since I already have my cone on my stamp, on my clear block, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my cone first. Mess that up a little bit, but okay, and then I've got my little blue piece here. No, that wasn't it. Well, I did have a smaller blue piece, but I'll stamp this in Pool Party. Or Calypso, oh my goodness, I can't talk tonight. I'm stamping this in Coastal Cabana on Pool Party paper. And then all I'm going to do is trim it. With my paper snips. All right, now for our ice cream, I'm going to attach this detailed piece to the larger piece. And then I'm going to put right at the top just a little bit of glue. I'm going to stick the ice cream on top of the cone. Okay, then I want to bring my Wink of Stella back in. I want to give it a little bit of glitz. Just on on this bubble bath piece. I'm gonna go ahead and color. So sorry. I know that you can hear my dogs being super loud. They are running around. My little dachshund puppy is full of energy tonight, and she is trying to get my big dog to play, and that's just making it very, very noisy in here. So oh, I didn't let that dry enough. I have blue glitter on my fingers. Okay, we are going to do a bow. We're going to use some of these dots, and I am going to glue these on with dimensionals again. And I will have to go back. I did not bring my notes out for the who inspired the cards, and I really, really like to credit the people that gave me the inspiration for my cards. So I will go back and add that to the description when I am finished with the live, just so those people get the credit that they deserve. I do have my glue dots somewhere. And this is about the only thing that I use these little mini glue dots for. Putting my bows on. So there's that one. Oh, we have to add our dots. Okay, and I went with purples and blues. So I did a big light one. And a big dark one. We're going to do a teeny tiny light purple. And a teeny tiny mint. And a teeny tiny little pink one. Okay, and there is our second card. Here's the difference. You can see the shimmer on that one, no shimmer on this one. Okay, next, this one is super adorable. It is like a miniature card, and the cone opens up. You can write on the back. So go ahead and bring those pieces in. So super simple. We're just going to put our patterns paper on the white, the basic white piece. And again, this is that Dandy Designs paper. Just so, so cute. All right, we are going to stamp. Don't need those anymore. We will need you. We're going to stamp our ice cream in Flirty Flamingo. And you'll notice if you've not used photopolymer stamps before, which they've been out for years now, so most everybody has used them, but if you've not used them, you'll notice that the stamp looked stained, like it still had ink on it. It just kind of happens with that. Oh, I did it again. I messed up earlier too when I made my sample. That's all right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim around it. And it'll just be a little bit smaller, which is okay with me. All right. That away. I'm gonna bring my dark Flirty Flamingo back in. And I'm just gonna fill in a few of these swirls. Normally, I would have stamped the image in Memento because it is less likely to bleed with the alcohol markers. But I didn't want black lines on my ice cream. Okay, there's that one. And I think I'm gonna bring this Wink Estella back in. I think I'm gonna fill in the white spaces this time. Super adorable. I love it. I love sparkles and bling. All right, I've got my word here. We're gonna just trim it a little bit. Into like a little flag, and I'm never very good at trimming like that. All right, so now we have our die cut ice cream cone. We're just going to fold that in half because this is going to be our flip up part. And then what I want to do is put some of my liquid glue right on the edge here. ice cream cone on here. And then what I need to do is make sure that when I stick this on, that it will still fold up and down. So right about there, I think. I'm just going to take this liquid glue and kind of go here. Make sure that's straight, and we are going to use a little bit of linen thread. I have glitter all over my fingers from my Wink of Stella. A little bitty bow, there's some glue dots here. I'm just gonna kind of fold that glue dot onto itself. Uh-oh, why did my light go out? There we go, sorry about that. Okay, and then we're just gonna do a little bitty dot of glue. And we're gonna put that right on the edge of our cone. I don't understand why my light keeps going out. Oh, yes I do. I think my laptop battery died. Bear with me 1 second while I get my lighting back up. There we go. Got it. All right, and that is it for that one. Okay. All right, now this last one, it didn't quite come out the way I had wanted it to, but it's still super cute. So I need to snip out a cherry. Now there are dies to die cut these out, but for what I'm doing, it's just quicker to cut it and be done with it. All right, now I have all my cutesy pieces. Okay, so we're gonna make an easel card. So let me crease my score lines real quick. All right, and on my first one, we did, I stamped on these pieces. And I did not bring my Berry Burst stamp or ink pad, so I'm going to stamp in Flirty Flamingo. But you really can't tell the difference, honestly. Okay. Super quick and simple. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to do our basic white onto the Coastal Cabana. Okay, and then this is going to go on the inside of our card. Then what I'm going to do is take one of my strips of Berry Burst, and I want to pop my easel piece up and kind of line up that berry piece where I think I want it to stop my easel. And so I think that looks good right there. All right, now let's put together our pieces and stamp our greeting. This is glimmer paper, so we won't use Wink of Stella. Okay, so dimensionals, there they are. So our Stampin' Dimensionals are going to go on the back of this. Okay, then my other berry strip is going to go at the bottom of my easel piece. Which is where we will then stick our little, I don't know if that's a cupcake wrapper or it's supposed to be an ice cream bowl or just a decorative piece for one of the ice cream cones, but I'm gonna call it a cupcake wrapper and we're gonna pretend this is cupcake frosting and not ice cream. All right, so then I'm gonna stick a little dot of glue here and a little dot of glue here. I colored my cherry with Lemon Lolly, and then I colored over it with I think I did light real red. I feel like it kind of came out looking like a Bing cherry. All right, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue just on the bottom edge because we're gonna slip this under our popped up piece like this. Because then when we let the easel part fold up, that cupcake part pops up. Okay, we're going to bring in our blue ribbon or a blue twine here. Make a little bow. One more glue dot. We're going to throw on a few of our rainbow dots. So our card looks pretty plain at first glance, but I don't know, I think it comes out kind of nice once everything is finished. So just going to get my thank you, and we're going to stamp this in Memento Black. And I used, this isn't part of the dies from, I did use that color. This is actually from the Something Fancy dies. So, a few more dimensions. Now this does make the card a little more bulky because we've popped up two pieces in the same area. And then what did I do? I did the lighter blue, so I'm going to do the darker blue this time. And there you have it. And so then when you open that up, the popped up tag will hold your easel card up. And then, like I said, I smudged that with some ink on some adhesive, but there is our card. So let me bring in the rest of our cards, and I'll give you one more peek at them. So there we have it. 4 super cute cards. Card number 1. Card number 2. Card number 3. I think the one with the shimmer is my favorite. And then, of course, card number 4 was our cutesy little pop-up easel card. I'll figure out a better way to do that. So I hope that you liked the cards that I made tonight. I'd love to know what you think. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to drop one. And if you want the supplies to make these 4 cards, simply use the shopping link below in the description, and if you place your order by Friday, June 28th, $40 or more before tax and shipping, I will send you all the pre-cut stuff to make these cards. and you can have fun creating them on your own as well. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy stamping. Bye.